G'day. So about 12 months ago I made a few videos titled My Engine Addiction. So I'm now making another video because none of these engines were in my possession at the time. So I just wanted to have a chat about these. So I've sort of collected these over the 2025 year. The first one being the little Philtech glow plug engine. So I've got these come out in the 90s, I think. Come out in different colours to sort of represent different models of little diesels as well as glow engines. So this one come up on eBay, so I had to grab that. So there's only about one other one that I need to get to have the whole collection there. So this next one is the BO1 ball top monitor made by Okmo. So he started making this series of engines. There's probably 5 or 6 now that have been released. I've only got these two. This is the 1140. They're like nicely detailed. A nice little collector's item, I think. They do come with a sort of a serial number, some of them. That one's 15. Anyway, we'll move on to, this is a Cison small block. It's 44cc V8. These are water cooled. This come in a kit. This is what your kit looks like. You've got your little, these are 3D printed exhaust manifolds. These are little cast manifolds. All the blocks CNC machined, then they're anodized. A little rocker cover there. So I've got to assemble this one. They do come with their problems, so you know, I just look at videos and get ideas off other people and try and implement what they've done and try and make a nice little running model. So I've got the little flathead as well that's made by these guys. So I'll try and make both of them as a little couple. So this is the Chuan Qi single, what's that, 34cc. This little engine it doesn't use a battery, it's got a little magneto in it. I just made the little base for it. Can't really see there. It's 4-stroke petrol model. It's got a little carburetor in here. A lot of YouTube videos refer to these as a diesel. They're certainly not a diesel, but they're based on the diesel engine that can still be bought nowadays in China. My father used to have the, I think it was the Dung Fong back in the day. And set them up on the farm as an irrigation pump. So moving on to this one. This has got the Chevy badges. This is the HL VX800. You can see there it's 67.2cc. This was designed by HL Model Engines out of China. So these can be found on AliExpress. I always wanted one of these. Didn't want to pay the price because they are quite expensive. I managed to get hold of the builder that builds these, and he sold me just the partially built block. So then I had to assemble it And then I bought all these accessories, like all your tank. This is a amplifier base. I bought all these parts, like all your switches down here, all your gauges, switches, LEDs, all this water cooling stuff. That all come from AliExpress, as it is a Chinese engine. This is off the Cison. I'll just put that on there. It's got a Walbro carb on it. I did change a few things on it when I got it running. I don't know if you can see. Here we've got, this is a little, what was the water pump. It's now got a water pump in the base with extra storage for water in the base. And this little water pump is now being used as the fuel pump. So this is actually pumping fuel up to the carby. And it seems to run quite nicely. Still trying to work out this camera. Moving on to this is another Chuan Qi V12. This is a DSF V12. So I built this little base to try and make the engine as compact and self-sufficient. So it's got everything in that base that it needs to run. It's got the water tank, it's got a fuel tank down here. There's another water tank down there, as well as it's got a fairly substantial radiator on it to hold a bit of water. It's got two little CDI units down here in the base. What else? I made this little choke lever for it, just to help prime it when I want to start it, because I do find when I try and start it, it won't suck up the fuel. So give it a little flick and away she goes. That's about it for that engine. A couple of switches up the front. There's a little relay underneath there. This is where your battery fits for. It's a 11.1 LiPo battery fits in there. So that's about it for these commercially available engines. This is a little engine. This was home built in Vietnam by Mr. Mun. This is a little V4 4-cylinder. He usually makes his cylinders at about 16mm diameter, so I'm not sure of the total capacity. This one's missing the carburetor. It's got so he's built his own spark plugs. This one got damaged in transport, so I need to repair that one. Oh, that just fell off. So that's a little V4. So the same guy in Vietnam, Mr. Mun, he got the job of refurbishing this Mastif for me. This is a Mastif 24cc. This one is. It's water cooled. So it's a flat opposed 4-cylinder. It's water cooled. So I've added this little little water pump to it, and a little shaft to drive it. So I'm going to mount it on that little box. So this engine started its life back in about 1980. There was a guy was building 2 or 3 of these. He built some. This one never got finished. He passed on, so his son decided to move the engine on, and I bought, what was left of it, or what had been made, and then I've sent it to Mr. Munn, and he finished it off for me. So I still haven't heard this one running yet. I'm going to mount it to that base, put a radiator on it, couple it up, kick it in the guts. So this little engine is based on a Morris Cowley. This was a custom built engine as well, home built engine. It's a 1927 Morris Cowley. It's got a flat head on it. This is the second one of these that were built. He built me one probably 3 or 4 years ago. He did make, I won't say mistakes, but he made a couple of things that weren't to my liking at the time, as in, you know, the original engine that he made for me was turning in the wrong direction. So he's utilised all those parts and put them in this engine. So this engine runs opposite direction to the other one I've got, but it is a nice little engine. He's built pretty well everything that you can see, other than the, you know, the pipes, the nuts and bolts, the leads and the belts. You know, he's built everything. He built all this distributor, you know, tank, radiator, exhaust manifolds underneath here. If I can lift that up, you got all the little CDI units under there. They're all built by him. So that's it for that one. And this is the last one he built. You might have seen this one getting around. So this is based, can we read that? This is based on a Gardner 4LW diesel, about 1940 model. So there was pictures on the internet of one of these getting restored. So he's used those pictures as his basis for building this engine. So he hasn't used any plans or anything. He's just, you know, I think he's done a good job for the information that he had. So he built this engine as a diesel. This is your little injector pump here. It's got 4 injectors under there. Now he has got this engine running. He's got a video on YouTube. So I bought this engine about 6 months ago. So I bought what he made, and then I finished it off. So I've mounted it onto this base, made up a couple of new feet, water pump, and all your manifolds. Made this radiator. So we've got a fan in there. Made this little fan support up. Tried to keep in line with what would have been used on the Gardner engines. This is your intake and exhaust manifolds. I had to make up a couple of rocket covers as well. Fuel tank, make that up. And that's about it. It's got, I don't know if I can show it under there. Let's see if I can stuff this up again. Down under there is a little water tank at the back. So I've got my water coming out of the tank into the pump, in through the 2 heads, and back out into the radiator and returning to the tank. So hopefully that's enough cooling to keep it cool. You start it with a drill. What else can I tell you? It's got an oil pump in it. Pumps oil up through this line here. It splits off, feeding both the heads, as well as it oils all the crankshaft. I haven't heard it running myself yet. I've only just finished it So anyway, wish me luck. That's going to be my job in the next few days, is to try and put some fuel in this and see if I can hear it running. Alright, that's about it for the new acquisitions for 2025. I'm going to go on to these little engines, because all these engines I was playing with in 25 as well. Some of them haven't heard until just last year, like this one here. I built this one with, it's got 3 extra crankshaft supports in it, so I just had to finish this one off. I built it a couple of years ago now and put it on that base, and then that's as far as it got. So anyway, I've heard that one running, yeah. This was the little engine that I bought for my son. This is a little 2-cylinder Toyan. It's a 4-stroke air-cooled engine. I bought this for my son when he was 8 years old, and he didn't show much interest at all. This is a little Otto 7cc. He didn't show much interest in it, so I put it in a box for a couple of years and then dragged it out at Christmas time last year, and he's finally assembled it with the help of me. And I bought that little base for him as well. Usually I make a base, but this base is made by Toyan. It's all self-contained. It's got your water tank, it's got a little battery in there, it's got your linkages for your throttle, little on-off switch, and little charge port there. That's similar how to, I would make my bases. So anyway, I just wanted to buy him something that he could bolt together himself, and then he could say that he's built it and he's completed it, rather than me doing all the work on it. So on to this one. This is Panther Pup. So I've had this one for a couple of years. I gave this one a birthday probably 2 or 3 years ago, but I could never get it running. I made the intake and exhaust manifolds for it to dress it up a little bit. It looks totally different to how I bought it. It had a big ugly distributor on the back of it when I bought it, which I got rid of, and I made another distributor, and that was what was playing up in the end. That's why I couldn't get the engine running. So I've made this distributor slightly different shape to the last one I made, but at least I know this one works. So anyway, this is air cooled, that engine, so I can't run it very long. It does get hot. When I do run it, I have a fan blowing on it. Anyway, that's running. Onto this engine. This is my diesel. I've had this for about not close to 18 months now. This was one of the first original diesels to be released. So at the time they didn't run very well at all, and so I had to make a lot of parts to help improve the performance of the engine. The only thing I haven't made on this engine is this new style of injector. It's got a little 0.09 hole in it, which is quite a fine hole, which I can't produce myself. But everything else, all the little improvements that are on the newer engines, I've just added them to this. So I've had to add these little blocks, and for your little fuel pump, a little stopper there to stop the pump from riding up too much. A few other little things. But yeah, the engine's, I'm still playing with it, so it runs okay now. It doesn't burn as much fuel as it used to. and it's still a work in progress, but I don't mind it. I know a lot of people have got their opinions on them, but I don't know. I say if you own a lathe and a milling machine and you love playing with these types of things, then they're a very good little engine to learn and experiment on. So on to this stand. So I built this stand about a year ago, but I finally finished it off. This is my engine test stand, so I can bolt different, I'm going to drill and tap holes into that and do whatever I need to. And I can 4 screws to slide it out, and I can slide this one in. So I've got another platform there where I can drill and tap and bolt things onto it. I can utilise these clamps as well. So it's got a water tank up there. I'm going to make up linkages for, you know, a throttle if an engine requires it. So I've got these boxes that I've made up. They just slide in there. This box is for glow plugs. So I've got made up a lead there. Each lead's good for 4 glow plugs, so I can just utilise it as I see fit. I've got this contraption, I've made that. This has got a radiator in it. I've got 2 feeds and a return, so I can utilise this. I've got a little V8 in mind, or V12 in mind, that I need 2 feeds, so that's why I've made it with 2 feeds. But I can just shut them off or turn them on as required. Return, as I said, it's got the tank, a radiator, fan. There's a tank here, battery box, extra cooling there. Turn it on. We're at 24.1 degrees at the moment. So we've got water circulating there. Got the fan. Got the fan running there for cooling. Plus, I can plug it in to the power, to the mains, which I'll probably use it on the mains most of the time. What else? So I'll see if I can slide this in here and show you what it looks like. One-handed. So it slides down in there. So it sits further enough back that, you know, it won't encroach on the engine sitting here. I've still got access to my controls at the back. Fits in there nicely. And I've got this box as well. This is for, what is it? This is like your normal ignition with a coil, should an engine require that. So anyway, that's about it. So hopefully I'll get to use that later on in the year. I've got plenty of little engines that require a run, so that was the idea of that stand. All right, that's about it. Thanks very much. I might make another one of these videos at the end of this year and see how we go. All right, thanks for watching.